Yes, things you have to walk in this life, to walk and know the fullness of life, and know that everything starts from within you. Everything starts from within you, and it's about you knowing you. When you as an individual walk in this, that you have nothing to prove to no man. It gives you and make you so free, and to know that you as a person was not put here to cause harm to no man. You have to walk in the fact that you as an individual was not put upon this earth to harm no man. You have to remind yourself every single time that you are awoken that you are a creator. You have to continue to remind yourself that you need no approval as a creator. You need no approval as a creator. A creator have no rules. A creator have no regulation according to the next man. But a creator truly create within his limit and his space. And his limit and space is eternity. That's what true creators does. True creators learn to use the pyramid as their way of life. And when I say using the pyramid, it is to take that which is outward and bring it into a central focus within the perception of the mind. You see, when you comprehend that the the bottom part of the pyramid of life is everything that comes from the outside. So if you're hearing it, it's the bottom part of the pyramid. If you're seeing it, it's the bottom part of the pyramid. But the perception of what you're seeing and hearing, it becomes that point of the pyramid, the top of the pyramid, because it becomes that central focus point. And this way it becomes the top of the pyramid. So it doesn't matter how you as a person receive something. You do that all the time because you choose to. They create it for you. They make you a slave to. That's their money. You know. Okay. It's okay. You know, when I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do, and that is to come on here for for time, and then I go on to something else. That's what I will do today. You know, I will do that today, and but the thing is, a lot of times that when you hear something for the first time, you need to look into what was said, and then you gather all your information and look for the substance of whatever information that was put forth to you. Because that's what's been happening to us as a people. We have received indoctrination because that person been doing it all their lives, and we think that this is the way. So they make it look like this is the way, like this is what works. But in reality, what we are missing, it is the destructive force that truly destroying us without we even recognizing that it is destroying us. For example, you're telling me when we we was taught that basically every man is a slave. Every man have to be a slave. That's you were taught. They're saying every man have to fear God. That's what you were taught. That's the normal. Every man have to fear God. Not knowing that when they said to you that you must fear God, not knowing it, installing the fear factor in you for them to make you even more acceptable to being a slave. Not knowing the whole mission and the goal for them is to make you be a slave. That's it. The whole mission for them is to control your life. That's it, nothing else. But they come to you and make you feel like you need to honor a God somewhere. And they're telling you to fear this God. Fear this God. And you accept it as such. And when you accept it as such, then you become a slave to their doctrine, to their teachings, to everything that they decide they will make you. And because you become a slave to them, you become the one that will minister or teach their indoctrination. Do you know when you start to teach their indoctrination, do you know that you are the ministering angels of those teachings that they taught you? Do you know these ministering angels is the representation of the devil? Do you know that these devils are the slaves? Do you know that? You know, when you comprehend that the devils, which is the people that literally go out and minister these so-called gospel, are the slaves. You know, hi, The devils are the slaves. You see? Because God represents the master. You see? The devil, the devils represent the slaves. It's just different terms to say that you are a slave to whatever. So when they say devil, they make you believe that it's something somewhere else. But it's actually the people in full operation, hating on one another. This is what they are. People are the devils. And these are the slaves that execute their master's tasks. And this is what they are. So when they come and they instill fear in you, be not afraid of them. Don't walk in fear of nothing, because you have nothing to prove to them. Remember that. He said, fear God. Fear God. Fear which God? Where is their God at? Their God have not showed up yet. Okay? They want you to fear something that don't even exist, but it's only in their mind. The moment you accept it as truth, it becomes reality. It becomes real once you accept it as truth. And this is what I am saying to you. Don't let no man. Remember, you have nothing to prove to them. The moment they know what you are doing or what you are about to do, it gives them the opportunity to oppose it. It gives them the opportunity to go behind your back and stop it. Don't prove nothing to them. Let the manifestation of whatever you're doing or trying to do, as it manifests itself, it will speak words that cannot be uttered by mouth. Okay? Work, do what you do. Work, do what you do. You must, in everything that you're dealing with, stay focused. Don't be distracted, because the whole world and the people continue moving in their circle, and are moving nowhere but living to die. Because many of us live for death. That's it. We don't live to live life. We live with our focus on death. That's all they live for. They live to die. They go to church to have a burial place. This is what they do. They live to die. They don't live because they know that life is eternal. Life is eternal. The moment that you cross over from your mother's womb, you was not installed death. You was installed life, consciousness, and you receive servitude. Someone was there to serve you. Someone was there to deck you out. Someone was there to give you everything that you need. Even so, you should remember your mother serving you, your mother giving you everything. Father, within the same way. You must live in the now. You know, but when you are awoken, when you wake up, you must remind yourself that you are a creator. That's what you must do. When you have consciousness and you see the blackness, because every man, every single day, every moment that they are awakened, they have the opportunity to see the blackness. And that is the moment that you as a person should declare that I am a creator. I am a creator of solutions to my issues that is now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. Because whatever I do now will determine a minute from now, will determine an hour from now. Whatever I do now will determine that. I must do now, which is the moment I awaken. The moment I am awoken, I must do now. And I must declare that guess what? I am a creator of solutions to issues that is now. And because I declare that I am a creator of solutions which is now, then I will see that way of creating that solution. Because I know that I will not pray for no solution to come. Because if you sit around in the present now, praying, wait, how let's think for a second. There's an issue now. There's an issue now, in the moment now. But you, as a person, gonna stop in the moment, pray in the moment, and wait in the moment for a solution to some God somewhere in the moment. Do you hear yourself? Do you see yourself? I want you to stop and get outside and look at yourself. Just look at yourself. Just stop for a moment and look at yourself. Don't look at yourself. You have an issue. Instead of you declare that I am a creator of solution to this issue, I will stop, and as I stop, I will pray, plead, beg someone, some imagination, and beg them to fix an issue that I have the power to literally get up and create and solve that issue. Do you see yourself? Do we see what they have done to you and made you a slave? Do you see? They have made you a slave. They have made you a slave. They cannot help. Okay? They have made you a slave. This is not about no black and white, pink, blue. This is about you that dwells within. This is the you that dwells within you. They have caused this division amongst us to enslave us. You know? They have enslaved us through division, through the duality mindset, through the patriarch system. And we look at the patriarch system, which is the male dominated world today. And we want to you know, so you know, so when it comes to you, make sure that you as a person continue to be what you ought to. You know, you are not a slave to no man. And you need to come to that conclusion that you are the creator as you ought to be. You know, you have to. You have to. And you're going to continue to be what you ought to be. You know, this guy is up, man. I cannot. It we what? Why? Seed is it? This man needs. Yeah, but but this is what it is, you know. So when we know when we know this, you know, when we know this, and we will continue to be in this way. And this is why I said to you that the pyramid, the pyramid, you know, when we check and see the pyramid, this is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. So, upon the perception of everything that you perceive, this is the point of the pyramid. If you as a person, if you as a person perceive a thing, it becomes the top of the pyramid, and this is what it is. Whether you feel, touch, taste, it goes into that pyramid state, because all combining taste from the outside, and then you factor it down to a singular one, and that becomes the top of the pyramid. If you touch something, even so the same thing. If you hear something, even so the same thing. If you pay attention to what I am saying, is the perception of the final one point that you're trying to that you're perceiving. This is the top of the pyramid. But this is why I say to people all the time, the pyramids are not just something just to say it is that of old of the past, but the pyramids applying to life itself, which is you, which is your body. You know that perception is at the top of the pyramid, really lies, and this is what it is. And you don't, you know, because remember everything said, do you love Selassie? I don't love no man. Love, love is not what I walk in. I walk in oneness with any man that is present with me, whether female or male, any person. I walk as oneness. I don't walk in love, because where there's love, it expands into hate the more you learn about that person. So coming from, the more you learn about that person, it expands into hate. Oneness is acceptance of what it is, because everything is neutral. Everything is neutral within itself. But men who walk in that good and evil mindset is what make it good and evil. Everything is neutral within itself. But the man that walk in that duality mindset makes it good or evil upon the judgment that they execute upon that thing. If I look at a tree within itself is a neutral thing. It's neutral. This is what it is. It's nothing about it evil. There's nothing about it good. But if I as a man that walk in that duality mindset of good and evil, I will make it whatever I choose to make it to be, upon the judgment that I choose to judge it. So coming from? It all comes from the duality mindset that was placed in us as we've been through the centuries, and it have been passed down throughout so many generations and people. This is what it is. It have been passed down, and it continue to be passed down. Okay, it cannot be. You have to come to the realization it is a program. Appreciate you. It is a program. And when you come to the realization that it is a program, it is not a natural thing for a man to walk in that mindset of duality. It was programmed in you. It was placed in you. Okay? Just remember that everything, I don't care what it is, that is created and formed by the Creator itself. It is a neutral thing. You know? You know? When you know that, when you know, when you know that the duality, everything is neutral. When you know that everything is neutral, this is why you they will, when you come to the realization everything is neutral. It doesn't matter which one it is, what it is. It is neutral. Neutral, neutral. But it is within a man's mind. This is where this thing become good and evil. This is where it becomes good and evil. A man, a thing within itself is just neutral. Again, I'm going to say it again to you. A thing within itself is neutral. The trees are neutral. The birds move as a neutral thing. They move neutral. Is we, man, man, female and male, is what make things evil and good. Is our determination is what make it that way. Our determination. Our conclusion of the whole matter. Did you see Selassie as king of king? No. I does not see Selassie as king of king. I does not see Selassie as the creator. Okay, let's make it clear. I does not see Haile Selassie as the creator. And I does not see Haile Selassie as the chosen. But the black woman is truly the chosen one that ever was chosen from the foundation of life. She was the one that was given that opportunity to be the first upon this earth. And she is the bedrock of life. She is the connection of life. Without her, nothing and no life would be here today, because she birthed and continue birthing life. That are chosen. You see, when you know that you are the first, not religion, because I don't promote religion. Religion is something that they enslave you with, and they want to make you some god somewhere. Okay? But when you see truth, foundation that is laid, that cannot be laid, it is blackness, the earth, and the black woman. These are three specific things that cannot be laid or uprooted. This is why to date, as we see, every man upon this earth, every being upon this earth, we see three things expressed. We see blackness, which is consciousness. The earth represents the body, the materials, that, and the black woman always come through in every being upon this earth. It always have an X. They always use the materials of the earth, and they always start out with consciousness, which is blackness. These three always come through. It does not matter. So when you as a person try to use a man, saying a male, to say they are the chosen ones, know this much. Said the woman cannot impregnate herself. She have everything in place to do so. Why she is not doing it? I would say this much to you. I could use a little logic and show you that she have everything in place to impregnate herself. But why she today? That's the question would be, why she today are not impregnating herself? Why? I will give you a few factors. Number one, she's no longer in the environment that she was. That's number one. She's not walking in the blackness, because do you know that the woman was the light of the world that she was in at the time that she was in that blackness? Do you know that? Yes, she was. But today, because of the environment that we are in, we don't see ourselves as a bioluminescent light. We don't see it with our natural eyes. We don't see that. So coming from? We don't see that. But guess what happened? We are. Do you see where I'm coming from? We don't see ourselves as a bioluminescent light, but we are. Okay? Why we don't see ourselves? Because of the environment that we are in. Even so, the woman, because of the environment that they are in, which is domesticated, they actually does not impregnate themselves in the manner that they ought to be. Okay? Because of domestication. Okay? So when you say that a woman cannot impregnate herself, what the woman need to impregnate herself? Tell me. Would you put it in the comments and tell me? Tell me, what do a woman need to impregnate herself? What the woman need to impregnate herself? Eh? What the woman need to impregnate herself? What they need? You would say sperm cells. That's the only thing as a male you would say they need. And I said to you, if it's only sperm cells, I challenge you that women have sperm cells. I said to you that women have sperm cells. So if it is sperm cells, let's be real here. If it is sperm cells alone that the male contributes to this pregnancy, okay? Let's be real here. And let's reason as people that reason. Okay? If it's only sperm cells a male contributes to this pregnancy, let's be real here. We know by facts that women have sperm cells. Yeah, we know that. This is not something that we have to, it's there, it's evidence, it's facts, to the point that they call it mucus. Why they call it mucus? To downplay the sperm cells of the woman. Why? If the sperm cells of a woman are promoted in the way it is promoted, like to say, oh, you know something? Why you think promoted as the DNA of a male, only to say the child only have the DNA of a male? Come on, let's be real. That's what they promote it as. And they make us believe that. But it is not truth. And this is what we need to realize and come to the comprehension that this is not so. This is not so. So when you as a person, should ask, how would a woman impregnate herself? And they can't impregnate themselves. No, because we today have learned that the woman actually impregnate herself. Then, but today they don't. And you asking for, because that's what you're asking for, basically, substantial proof. Do you think that if a woman today, to date, the way things are set up to date, and the way things are structured, would literally bring forth a baby that she go and tell the doctor that, guess what? I get impregnated, and when I get impregnated and without a male. What do you think this doctor will do? Let's be real. Let's reason. If a woman in this modern day go and tell a doctor that I am impregnate, I am pregnant with a baby, and I had no sexual intercourse with a male, and show proof that her hymen is still in place, what you think they would do or think? What do you think they would do? Eh? They will speak all manner of evil. Have proof of what? What do I have proof of? Of what? That's what I'm saying. That a woman have sperm cells, proof is there. That a woman have the seed, which is the so-called egg, it's there. That a woman have the uterus, it's there. That a woman have the fallopian tube, it's there. That a woman have the cervix, it's there. What do I have to prove? What do I have to prove? Because really and truly I don't have to prove nothing. But I'm asking you, I'm not trying to convince you of nothing. I'm speaking because I know that it is so. Women have it. So what do I have to prove? You can look for yourself. It's right there. I don't have to prove nothing to you. You can look for your own self. I said to you that women have them. Women have sperm cells. Women have the Bartholin glands. Women have the hymen. Women have the cervix. Women have the uterus. Women have the fallopian tube. Women have the seed, which is called the egg. Women have the ovary. Women have everything in place to impregnate herself. So the question would be, why she, in this day and age, in 2026, 20, 27, 28, 29, are not impregnate themselves? Eh? Why? Second thing, I want to show you something. If the male was the one that impregnate the woman, right? Let me share something with you. Why is it that a woman have to have ovulation before any pregnancy occur? Why? A male cannot just go at any time and ejaculate in a woman and that woman get pregnant. Do you know that? Okay? The sperm cells, I mean, that woman have to have ovulation. Have to. It doesn't matter. That's to say to you that the the egg, which is actually the seed, have to start to be removed from the ovary and travels through the fallopian tube. Sometimes the sperm cells bypass and end up capturing that. Okay? Very unfortunate. Sometimes it does. Capturing that as it coming out of the fallopian tube, going as it about to go into the uterus. The sperm cells may bypass because of whatever occurring within that moment. But the sperm cells can, and sometimes, and it's very rare, bypass that. So I'm saying, and goes within the, as it's coming out, but it has to be released. This seed, this egg, the so-called seed, the so-called egg, have to be released from the ovary before any kind, okay, of pregnancy. If it's not released, it cannot, this woman cannot impregnate that self. So it is clear that the woman have to release, which is basically reproduce herself. And as she reproduces herself, then the sperm cells, which she already have in her, but the male, because she is penetrated, because she's penetrated by a male, the male sperm cells goes directly into the cervix, and that's what becomes the protective covering, and that's become the placenta as we know it to date. So coming from, because all the sperm cells together, combining together and creating the placenta around that life that truly exists, the protective covering. Okay? It creates the protective covering. This is what I'm saying to you. You know, instead of these people making believe that this so-called seed goes inside the that this one seed goes inside the egg. That's not truth. It is all the cells combining together, building the placenta. And as it builds the placenta, this is where it, this is what it is. And it connects. This is what it is. Let's be real. This is what it is. This is what it really is. You know? So, this is what it really is. So, have you, let me ask a question. And, you know, as I sit down and I study about the, like an egg, right? As I study an egg, I want you to pay attention to something here. If you ever study a hen, a chicken, if you ever study a chicken, because we're dealing with reproductive system here, and if you ever study a chicken, and the chicken getting an egg, okay, the egg's already in the chicken, not in the chicken, yeah, but in the hen itself, that hen already have the egg already in them, which is the yellow part. Okay, if you ever study a chicken, and which is the hen, if you ever stop a moment and look at the hen from the moment it is born all the way until you as a person just open it up, and to the point that it end up, and you track all this record and pay attention to the that it end up and it lay a egg, and when it lay a egg, the egg end up go through the process of hatching, and watch it from the moment that that chicken hatch onto the point of reproducing the egg that's already in it. When you pay attention to the process, you would see that the hen have every egg within it. If you ever open up a chicken, a hen, when it's young, before it ever lay an egg, you will see that all the eggs, before it ever had sex, intercourse with a rooster, you would see that all the eggs, it's already in that hen. All, not some, all the eggs are already in it. You will see it for yourself. And if when you look close and pay attention, all the eggs that are in it, okay, they are the yellow part of the eggs. Okay? Hi. They are the yellow part of the egg. Okay? Remember that. They are the yellow part of the egg. So every yellow part of the egg is actually inside the hen, which is the female chicken. Okay? The yellow part of the egg is in there already. It's no, you don't need nothing to put it there. It's already there. What changes? When the sperm cells, okay, connects with the yellow part of the egg, what happens? It creates a protective covering. Do we see it? The white part of the egg comes as a layer, as a buffer for that life, which is the yellow part, okay, that is actually in it. Okay? So when we crack an egg, we know the white part of the egg is actually the sperm cells created around the yellow part of the egg. You see it? And these sperm cells create the harder and then the hardness shell around it to even give more protection and put it in that darkness that it ought to be. Okay? So it can be heated and hatch over how many days, 21 days, how many weeks, and stuff like that. So we know, and if you look at the hatching, of the egg, you will see that the white part of the egg, when it's broken for the chicken to come out, you see the white part, it just runs out. You see where I'm coming from? As a liquid. The white part of the egg runs out as a liquid, which is the sperm cells. So coming from. And when it runs out, the yellow part of the egg literally become the chick. Literally become the chick. If you just one day, like, you have to examine these things. You have to look at these things and pay attention. Even so, in a woman, it's the same thing. It's not different. And that's what you need to realize and recognize. And stop letting these people fool you and make you believe something that doesn't even exist. Because they're trying to promote the patriarch system. The woman is the one that literally reproduces herself. Like I said to you, why she cannot impregnate herself today? There's a lot of things I can say, Domestication is one, because they're not in the same environment like they used to be back then. They're totally different. They have been programmed to, because your mind play a great part to do with these things. Your mind. If your mind think that being pregnant, having sex with a male is the only way for you to do so, why would your body go against that? Your mind will follow. Okay? Your mind will follow. And this is what I'm saying to you. Your mind will follow. And this is what I am saying to you. But come back to, just to answer the question that he asks. You know, the sperm cells run off before the egg was already fertilized. What is saying? The sperm cell run off before the egg was already fertilized. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Sound like you enjoy white egg. You're funny. In a male, millions of sperm, but only one sperm does the job. See? I'm saying this is the indoctrination of what they have taught you. Do it make any sense that you ejaculate millions of sperm cells, maybe billions of sperm cells, and only one sperm cell are used? Do it make any sense? It don't make no sense. Let's be real. Okay, let's be real here. Okay, let's be real here. A male ejaculate millions of sperm cells, and only one sperm cell are used to penetrate an egg. That make any sense? Are we real? Why would you as a person release millions of sperm cells and then only one sperm cell that are used? It don't make no sense. Let's be real here. And that's one thing I'm saying to you. Let's be real. Okay, let's be real. Good day to you too. Good day to you too. You know, let's be real. Yeah, I wish you a great and wholesome day also. I wish you a great and wholesome day also. Let them do their thing. So I'm saying it doesn't make no sense for a person to ejaculate millions of sperm cells and only one sperm cell out of all of them can be used. That don't make no sense. Let's be real, man. Let's be real. It's a lie. It's a lie. You know, another male and other male producers. You see, the sperm cells are not about ejaculation. And this is where the problem becomes. You know what I'm saying? Because we thinking that the male sperm cells is about ejaculation. And it's actually, it's about the sperm cells are the fluids of the body. It's about climbing up the chakras and for you to come to know the fullness of who you are and what you are. This is what the sperm cells is really about. The sperm cell is not about sex, but the sperm cells is more about they climbing up the chakras. This is why I could tell you that women have sperm cells also, because it's the same process that the sperm cells go through. And this is what you as a people thinking that the sperm cells is solely focused on sex. But when you comprehend that these sperm cells are that which goes up the spine, which is up the chakra. So coming from up the chakras, it goes up the chakras. It's not something that you as a person, it does. It goes up the chakras. Naturally, it does. Not religious, it does. Sperm cells is not about impregnation. That's not what it's about. Sperm cells is about the fluids that is in your body. And they goes up the spine, which is up the chakras, naturally. And it goes all the way to the pituitary gland, pineal gland, and this is when the crown chakra occurs. And this is when you're fully illuminated as a man, whether female or male. So this is why women have sperm cells. Okay? You cannot take it away from them. They do. They have it. This is why a woman blossom is not menstruation, but it is ovulation. You see it? See, ovulation, the blossom of a woman is actually ovulation. That's when she have that cycle of ejaculation within her, like boy shorts, panties, whatever it is. But it's not about menstruation. Menstruation came over time because menstruation was not present in those women who were there. Okay? Because even to today, many women does not have menstruation. They does not. Many does not. But it have become a normal thing because they have been domesticated and been indoctrinated to believe that if they don't have menstruation, that something is wrong with them. But in reality, that's the opposite. When you actually, they have normalized menstruation and make you believe if you does not have menstruation, that's mean you as a person is something wrong with you. But in reality, that's not true. In the real thing, the woman in the days of old, they never have had period, as to say period, menstruation, but they literally was one that lived and lived their life in the way they are to live without period because there was less estrogen consumed, you know, today, that like today. Today, more estrogen are consumed because of meat. So coming from because of meat, and the more you eat meat, number one, the more period will continue, and it will be painful. And this is what it is. This is just what it is. So I'm saying this is just what it is. So when we take things as normal and been brainwashed all our life and we think it's normal, and in reality it's not normal. It's not normal. So um yes, I will take care of myself, you know. But yeah, menstruation is actually an unhealthy thing, according to the reality of life. It is an unhealthy thing because when a person have menstruation, they drain out all the minerals out of their body. A lot of minerals, a lot of things actually goes out of their body. It's no benefit to them. In pain, in anguish, it's no benefit to them. So it's showing you it's an unhealthy thing. Your body only go in pain when something damaging your body, when something actually causing your body to be irritated. That's when your body goes in pain. So it's showing you that menstruation, whatever it is that is going on, you know, because I know people personally, because I asked certain people and certain people, one lady, when I first make a video before, I think about like a couple of years ago, I made a video about that. And it's this year I saw a woman came on my and commented and speak about she had she have not she had but she have four children, and she never had menstruation. So for me it's like, and I get a lot of slack, a lot of kick down because of when I said that. But I said that to say this: I step out on the limb, and there are many evil conversation and talk and kick back on me and said I am not a woman, so da and I cannot talk. But I look at it and I said, it's okay because I understand. Because when you're saying things that are not normal to them, because they have taken menstruation as normal, so I understand. So I'm not going to get mad at them. No, I'm not going to call them no name or try to tell them they don't. No, I'm going to say to them, you need to check your information and really look deep within yourself and see. Try certain things, and if it works, then you would know. So every man have sin which condemn them to damnation with Jesus, and said, believe on the Lord Jesus. Let me share something with you. Every man that serve Jesus, okay, is a slave to Jesus. And no man was put upon this earth to be a slave to nothing. And that's what I have to say to you. You know? That's what I have to say to you. No man was put here to be a slave to no one or nothing. Can we agree with that? No man was put upon this earth to be a slave to nothing or to no one. You know? If you accept the lie, which is all men are slaves, better you allow the colonizers to continue and do what they does. You know? You have agreed with them that every man was put here to be a slave. The moment you accept any religion, the moment you accept any religion, any acceptance of you worshiping anything, you have accepted that all men was put here to be a slave, and there have to be some gods that governing them. Okay? Because we know that the devils are slaves. Okay? The devils are slaves. Because according to the teachings of them, they tell you that the devils was created to worship God. Let me say it again to you. According to their teachings, they said to you that the devil was created to worship who? God. So it is clear that the devils are slaves. And who are the devils? People. People are the devils. That's what it is. Okay? And this is why you have accepted that you are a slave. And you have accepted that you are a devil. But you don't even recognize that this is why things are the way they are, because you have accepted that you are the devil. You are the devil without you even recognizing it's normal to you. It's a normal thing to you to be a devil. It's a normal thing to be a devil. It's a natural thing to you. You think it's natural, not knowing you're programmed, you're indoctrinated. Okay? And this is why I say what I say. The devils are slaves. Okay? That's what they are. Slaves. They are slaves. It's nothing else to it. So if you are devil, if you are a slave, know this much. You are a devil. If you accept that you are a slave, remember this. Know that you are a devil also. You are the devils that goes to and fro in the earth, seeking whom you may devour. Because the first thing the devils do is to instill and install fear in men. That's what they does. When they can install fear in you, then they know they have conquered you. Then they know they can control you. Then they know they can dictate to you. But when they see and knows that, guess what? This one is free. For they are creators. They would see and know. This one is guided by the light. So I say all that to say this. Know what you are. You have to be the one to make clear that you are a creator. You have to accept that you are a creator. You have to. If hi from Florida, if you do nothing else in your life as you walk in eternity to date, because what you're walking in, eternity, okay? Because you're in the day, which that day is actually blackness. Now, when you as a person come to the consciousness and recognize, perceive the blackness that awakes you every single day. Because the first thing that you truly perceive is actually blackness. It's easy to bypass that because you've never been taught that this is the first thing you truly perceive. Even though you perceive it. Even though you perceive it. Because the moment you have consciousness, the first thing that you will see, perceive, is blackness. This blackness you bypass because to you is nothing. But you must declare unto this part of you that I am a creator of solution to issues that occurs now. That occurs now. Every man, I don't care who you are, whether you're light skin, you're black skin, you're pink skin. That's why I said to you, color is not my issue. My issue is to let you know and let you comprehend that blackness dwells within every man without any choice. And the X, which is the feminine, which is the woman, is in every man, everywhere, whether female or male. They have no choice. Okay? The blackness is there, the female are there. These things you cannot change. And the earth are there within you. You cannot change them. Once you have life, once you have it, once you have consciousness, you have to have these: blackness, the earth, and the woman. You cannot abandon them. And because you know that you have them within you, you must know that you are a creator. Remind yourself of what and who you are. He said Jesus is the way. What is? He said Jesus is the way. How Jesus become the way? This is not the way. You know Jesus is not the way. What way? Unto the Father. The Father, the Creator is not a male. I could tell you that. The Creator is not a male. Okay? This is why they have created the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. The Father, Son, and whatever. But they know because they are aware that it is blackness, it is the earth, and it is the woman. Okay? They are aware of that. So they go opposite. Okay? And they tell you it is Father, Son, and some Holy Ghost. What Holy Ghost? He said, let there be light. And then so there was. Who said? The Creator. When the Creator manifests itself, which is seeing its reflection, the Creator doesn't speak in English, the Creator doesn't speak in French, the Creator doesn't speak in Aramaic, the Creator doesn't speak in none of these African languages, no languages upon this earth. The Creator moves. Okay? The Creator moves. So when the Creator created, okay, because the Creator is vibration, the Creator vibrates and He creates and He expands within itself. The Creator does not speak in English. The Creator does not speak in French. The Creator does not speak in Dutch. The Creator does not speak in no African language. No language that we see upon this earth as we call to communicate. No language as we know. Comprehend? So, this is what I have to say to you. Know that the Creator moves by vibration. And that's what makes the Creator what it is and who it is. So let's be real and let's be true to ourselves and to every person that lived upon this earth. Yes, we have been indoctrinated for so long, and we have accepted the lie as truth and the truth as it doesn't exist. Okay? As it doesn't exist. But the truth is the reality of things, it's the manifestation of things. Okay? This is why they try to materialize things that is written within your Bible. Okay? This is why. This is why. But let me see what else. God is always in control. God? What God? The power of blackness is only until the light shift on to about blackness stands alone. Blackness don't need no permission. Okay? Blackness need no permission to overtake nothing. Blackness consumes. Blackness everything in. You remove yourself, blackness appears. Blackness need no permission. Remember that. Atheist. I'm an atheist. I know there is a creator. I know there is a creator. It's not something I believe. I know there is a creator. Okay? True spiritual power. That's not true. So true spiritual power is in Jesus the Lord. That's not truth. That's the lie. That's when you become a slave. God put fear in you. That's not truth. The Big Bang Theory. No. I don't accept it in that manner that they present it. Do I no, I don't believe in that. You know? No, I don't believe in that. Things was created unformed. That's one thing I could tell you. Even though they try to make it look like over time, evolution, this and evolution that. Yeah, we adapt to things. Yes, we do. And this is what we as a people must realize, that they're speaking half truth but not full truth. You see, this is why some things we think is normal but is not normal. You know, it was not the way it used to be. It evolved into what it is today. And for us that only live for 50 years, say 100 years, and have history that was whitewash, selective in giving to us as a people, which is basically limit you. We think that this, what we see and hear, is truth, but it's not truth. We must go on to what is truth, so we can change that which it should be, and that is to walk in the wholeness and the fullness of oneness as a people. You see, it makes us think that division it's a normal thing. Not knowing everything, it's what it within one blackness. When you know that everything stems from the blackness, everything starts within the blackness, everything sustained within the blackness, then you will see things in a totally different light. I think you will see the division not as such, but look at the blackness as the unity factor, because all are in it and all have to be maintained in it. All are neutral. Until we recognize that all are neutral and the determination of good and evil becomes us. It's not the thing itself, but us, the people, are the ones that literally create and do what we do and said good and evil. Who create the first woman? The creator itself. The creator itself created the first woman. Okay? She was created and formed by the creator itself. And it was the black woman. So what about whiteness you want to talk about? Since you want to try to create a conversation about whiteness, since you want to pull me into your stuff, what you want to talk about whiteness? What do you want to talk about whiteness since you're so division focused? Let's focus upon your division that we as a people may bring a oneness and showing you that whiteness is not something that but was created just the other day. And that's what it is. What you say about Buddha. What I say about Buddha? What? What to say about Buddha? You know, as you talk about, and if you do your research, the information is right in your face. It's not something that I should even talk about. Buddha, you know what Buddha represents, and you know what Buddha is. Okay? The real Buddha, the original Buddha, it was a dark-skinned man who actually who meditates and had an encounter with themselves. So coming from. Now they have taken it and turned it into a religion. So coming from, that's what they have done. Taking it and turning it into a religion because of financing, financial gains. They have taken it and do that, which that's on them. But when it comes to the blackness, the true black man is within you. It's not the outside appearance of no man, but the true black man is recognizing that every man have the opportunity every single moment, every single day to have that encounter with the black man that gave them consciousness. Every man. Are you racist? No. What makes me racist? What would make me racist? What would make me racist? Blackness is oneness. All dwells within blackness. From blackness, all are created. So if I know that blackness create all, if I know that all, not some, all man come from the black woman, why should I be racist? I know that. This is something I know. This is something I have to debate about. So why would I be racist? If all man came from the black woman, why would I be racist? Why would I choose to be racist? No, I never divide people by color. Those who create a duality mindset divide people by color, by by their patriarch mindset and duality mindset, religion. This is what they have done. I never divide no one and nothing by color. I make very clear of this. Blackness. Blackness hold all. Everything is in blackness. If everything is in blackness, can you deny that everything is in blackness? It's a truth. It's a fact that everything in blackness. It's within you. Okay? It's a fact that everything is in blackness. So why would I waste my time to talk about skin color? Skin color doesn't mean nothing to me. What really I go after is a man abandoning his true self. The true self of a man is the black man. The real you is the black man that awakes you every single day. I don't care who you are, what you are. It's awake you. It's what gives you consciousness. That black man is what you abandon every day. That's the real you. You know? You know? This is what you as a person choose to do. So let us be what we are to be. She like it. She like what? One way is a two-way street. How oneness is a two-way street. Wholeness, oneness, how is a two-way street? Oneness become a two-way street because you is divided within. If oneness is oneness, if wholeness is wholeness, how are we going to be a two-way street? Oneness is oneness, it's neutral. Wholeness is wholeness, it's neutral. So if there's a two-way street, it got to be a two-way street within you, within your mind. The division have to come within you. There is no division but within you. The true division comes within you. You know, when you walk in that duality mindset, it's within you. So let us let me so it's okay. Tafar I live, lives matter. Talk about how wonderful life is. If someone was talking about how wonderful life is in whiteness, we are not in whiteness, and this is the issue. We are in blackness. How are you going to talk about something that doesn't exist? We are not in whiteness. We are in blackness. And that's the reality of things. See it? You're trying to make something that does not exist. We are not in whiteness. We are in blackness. And everything, it doesn't matter what it is, The earth is in it. Wow. Um, it's okay. One thing I know, life is true. Yeah, it's okay. I'll come on later, man. The creator has a personality like you and me? No. The creator have no emotions like you and me. Nah. What emotions? The creator created you, and he doesn't have, he didn't create you in the manner that you see as, say, your God is a jealous God. The creator don't, no man. Jealousy come because of laws and rules and regulation. And that's what jealousy comes. But I have to go and deal with some things, so if anything, I'll come back on later and speak to you, you know, you know. But right now, I got to go and deal with some things myself. I appreciate you all. Oneness, wholeness. Remember, this is what it is.